The government plans to fully operationalize the 97.7 kilometer standard gauge railway line from Tema to Mpakadan in April of this year. However, there are growing concerns regarding increasing human activity along the railway line and the danger it poses to the lives of the individuals, some of whom prefer to use the railway line as a pedestrian walkway, and of course their property, the assets of the Ghana Railway Development Authority, and the railway line itself. Now, the railway line, which runs all the way from Tema in the Greater Accra region to the eastern region, begins from the Tema Harbour area, and along the stretch you'd see pockets of human activity. There are also reports or concerns regarding thefts of railway infrastructure along the stretch. When you get to the Ashaiman area, especially around the Abattoir area, where an area known as Tulaku, you'd notice some commercial activity ongoing. Now behind me is that plumes or thick dark smoke which is emanating from the burning of car tires to make cow hide, what you popularly refer to as a willy for your morning wachi or your soup on Sundays. However, this activity appears to be posing a threat to the operationalization of the railway line. Now, along the stretch are also residents, there are also schools within the area, and of course, you would have residents and school children crossing the railway line from one end to the other. Let's find out why and what dangers are actually present in employing the railway line as a walkway. Now with me, a gentleman who resides in the area. What do you make of the operationalization of the railway line itself and the fact that people choose to cross or to use it as a walkway?
Okay. First and foremost, we are not far from the main road, but then this has been the very short channel that we all use to Tema. So the community relies on this road now. But then with no barricades at the side of the roads, when we are using them sometimes and then the rails are coming, they have to blow horn, then we get off the road. If we are with earpiece, probably we don't get. That is when something can happen. Aside that, the main road that they constructed for us to be using as a pathway is not properly with drain systems filled with rubbish. At night, it's very dark and it's very risky to pass on. The safest place is here, but we need a barricade. Then probably if here can be do well, we'll manage that one too. It's very good for us. Although we are not using the train, but we use it as a short access to town.
Well, it serves as a shortcut, the railway line?
Yes, please.
But would you, sacrifice your safety at the expense of a short route?
100% zero. It's not safety. It's not very safety at all. So if something can be done about the rail road that they want us to use, then fine, we'll comply.
The line that is passing it out there, they have been using it, but if you pass the night, they will steal you. So my view is that they can block the other side, and so that they will move this process here, so that they can make here fine for pedestrians to pass, to be okay. But without that, no. If somebody wants to pass it down there and they are attacking my view, definitely pass it up here. That's the whole problem, I know. Yeah.
But passing the top here also will pose a danger to the person when the train is on the line.
What will we do now? Yeah, and they're supposed to fence it, and so that nobody can cross the in and out, you see.
The Ghana Railway Development Authority has embarked on a public education exercise where it is sensitizing the general public about the dangers of walking on or crossing the railway line. The exercise is mostly being done in schools or public schools, private schools around the areas within which the railway line runs. One of such sessions is currently ongoing at the Kasmin International School, which is just behind the Ashaiman Tulaku police station. And so we're going to go in and briefly observe exactly what happens during one of these sessions.
We are here to educate you and tell you that do not use the rail line. If in an unlikely event or you have no other option but to cross the rail line, you do that with extremely careful. You watch very careful. You make use of your ears, because the only thing that can save you when you are on the rail line is your ears. The little sound you hear, pull back and wait. No matter how far the train is, just wait for the train to pass so you can cross safely. Your safety is very, very important.
We've taken a ride all the way from the Tema Harbour Station. Currently, we are at the Adome Station, and during the ride, we've been taking through a number of the issues. Al Amin Ishaq Al Hassan is the head of policy planning, research, monitoring, and evaluation at the Ghana Railway Development Authority, and he's here to help us establish what really the concerns are and how they can be addressed.
Per scope, it is a 97-kilometer line from the Tema Harbour Station, where we have a railhead, and then at Mpakadan another railhead. What's happening is this: in advance of any freight services, the plan now is to operationalize the line using passenger services. But you don't do railways without talking security and safety. The people living along the railway corridor not necessarily paying attention to the life that they've got to live now with a train just at their doorsteps. We've got issues of people not being attentive. We've got people not being careful, school children all over the place. We've got pedestrian crossings that we've provided not being used. Level crossing attentiveness all lost to motorists. This is a railway line. The infrastructure has been constructed dedicated to railways. So we do not want to commence operations with safety concerns. We'll be losing lives and limbs if we do not have the necessary education given to people, and if people don't take the life that they've got to live by the railway that serious. And this is of great concern to us. The primary thing is this is a rail line and it is exposed, or we say it is naked. You would have expected that the construction would have gone along with dedicated fencing in areas, but we've quickly identified that and said that we're going to build fence lines across areas that are built and urbanized.
There's another issue of major concern, and this will have to do with the thefts and the vandalism that we are witnessing. How serious is this? What is being stolen? What is being destroyed?
So along the line, because the area is open, because the railway line is naked, people are selling the fish place. Somewhere around we have identified a whole buffer store being taken by scrap dealers. This is dangerous. Bolts and nuts have been taken out. All of these things aside, point machines have been taken. Element control systems for the control of the traffic signal from the Tema Harbour have been taken. These are things that we need to provide secure and safe operations. If we steal them now, government has spent $447 million to build the rail infrastructure. Why can't we patronize it as Ghanaians? Why can't we show patriotism in what we own? That we want to be sure that whoever we meet, whatever we say, we tell them, please do not come close to the railway line. It is dangerous. The trains will run over people, will run over animals, and please, let's keep our children away from it. Those who want to sell their items, don't go onto the railway line. Be at the railway station, use the recognized crossing points. If you are a motorist, please wait for the boom to come up before you cross. If you hear the siren, please stop. We are wishing that 10, 15, 20 years from today, we don't report any incidences on the railway line. People who have built their kiosks, people who have built their chalets on the railway line, we are pleading with you. That is not a place to build a house. That's not a home. We are moving all of them. We are bringing national security, we'll bring the police, if possible, we'll bring the army, we'll get involved the local authorities, who are all stakeholders that we are working with. We will flush everybody off. If you have anything to salvage, we ask that you begin removing there and moving out. Anybody from kilometer 0 through to the Tema area, Tema Harbour area, to Tema Industrial, Ashaiman, Afinia, all those people who have built their kiosks and living there, they should start packing off and going, because we'll bring the graders to come and move them out. It is not meant for people to live on as close as that to the railway right of way. We don't want it, and we'll remove them. That's the message we have for them.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Now, His Excellency the President, John Dramani Mahama, during his State of the Nation address, mentioned that the Tema-Mpakadan passenger service will soon be operationalized. Let's find out from the authority. Are you ready?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. By means of preparation, yes, we are. We would expect some more funding. We need a little more money, quicker, and to support the operationalization process. The Chief Executive Officer for Railway Development Authority, Dr. Frederick Alpo, my boss, has been hammering on the doors to ensure that these funds are made available. We invite the powers that be to ensure that they provide these funds for Dr. Alpo and his team to enable us, as the head of operationalization, to develop the process that we need for a safe operation to kickstart. We'll be able to meet the timelines, but we need that resource, we need the money to finalize the processes that we're implementing. Thank you.